Black feminism helps you think about what happens when you're the most powerful chick in the game, you're married to one of the most powerful dudes, and he still won't treat you right because he is intimidated by your power.
A Guide to Black Feminism. Well, thank goodness. I have been wondering for a long time what the deal really is with black feminism. See, in one of my earliest videos, I came to think, because the speaker at the time said so, that black feminism wasn't dependent upon race, that it was merely a different take on mainline feminism. Sort of like there is magic overall, but then you have white magic and black magic. Simply two different schools of the same thing. At least, that's what that one speaker led me to believe. But since then, well, it's become more and more confusing. And the idea that black feminism is not intimately tied to race has pretty much gone the way of the dodo. But here we have the Root, ready to educate me on what the real deal is. Excellent. I love learning new things. So, lay it on me. Brittany Cooper. Well, the Root has actually done a disservice to their guest, because she is Dr. Brittany Cooper. She has a PhD in philosophy, a Master of Arts, a Bachelor of Arts, and she graduated summa cum laude from Howard University. She's also the author of Eloquent Rage, A Black Feminist Discovers Her Superpower. An accredited doctor and an author, a certified expert if I ever saw one. So whatever she has to say about black feminism must be the real deal. I can't wait.
You describe your relationship with white feminists as complicated. What do you think needs to happen for feminism to be a multiracial prospect?
Wait a second. What do you think needs to happen for feminism to be a multiracial prospect? Well, and call me crazy here, but I thought that since it was feminism, as in pertaining to women as a gender, that there is no racial component in the first place. Rights for women is rights for women, regardless of what they look like. Or am I missing something? And our speaker's relationship with white feminists is complicated. Not white feminism, the ideology, but white feminists, the Caucasian practitioners. Got it.
Yeah, so I want to be real clear that this is not a book where I'm asking black girls to play nice with white girls. What I want is for black women to understand patriarchy affects us too, though. We can't have any kind of black liberation if people aren't talking about black women and girls. And that doesn't have anything to do with what Becky is or is not doing or saying.
Okay. That was a lot to process. So the question was, how can feminism become a multiracial prospect? And our speaker's response is that black women and girls need to understand that patriarchy affects them, and that our speaker is not promoting black girls to get along with white girls, and that Becky, I guess the chosen slang to represent white women, is not important to black feminism. So, in order to make feminism a multiracial prospect, white feminists are best ignored and excluded. Got it.
So no movement with Becky?
Look, I think that we gotta have strategic solidarities with white women.
Well, that sounded like a reluctant concession. strategic solidarities. It sounds like she might as well be saying friendships of convenience. How very progressive.
The Me Too movement, both in terms of Tarana Burke's work, but also in terms of what we see rich white women testifying to, tells us that even when you have money and power and beauty, you are still subject to the violent whims of men.
Ah, yes, the great unifier. Regardless of any racial or class divisions, feminists of all shades can agree upon the inherent villainy of men. Because patriarchy obviously oppresses women from becoming successful. Except for these rich white women. These rich, white, okay.
And that means that there is a cause for solidarity and struggle together. But that doesn't mean that we can't hold white women accountable for their racism and that we can't have some terms to negotiate in terms of what will bring us to the table.
Hold white women accountable for their racism. Don't you mean Becky? So, all white women are inherently racist. I wonder if our speaker knows that a stereotype like that is racist and also sexist. But then, I also have to wonder if she would even care.
So talk a little bit about the gender empathy gap, or black men caring about black women beyond their mothers, daughters, sisters.
Patriarchy kills everybody.
What do you mean everyone?
It doesn't just kill black women.
Patriarchy kills everybody. Wow, that doesn't sound like a ridiculous claim at all. And it can't be, since this is coming from a real doctor. So, patriarchy kills everybody. Got it.
So much of black women's political behavior in this country is about helping the world to see and humanize black men.
Helping the world see and humanize black men. So, the world does not see black men as human. Got it.
And to say that we understand the ways that systems harm them, we don't see black men sort of zooming in the same way and thinking really specifically about the way that systems harm black women or constrict our sense of possibility, and more so than them not only thinking about it, but having a sense of commitment to helping us change it.
Okay, so black feminism, a movement to improve the lives of black women, spends too much of its time promoting and defending black men who are both victims of and participants in patriarchy, but black men are not reciprocating in promoting and defending black women. So while black feminists have the power to defend men, they have no power to defend themselves and need black men's help. Got it.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have. So, white men all have power, and black men do not have power, but they should not seek to emulate white men because having such power is not freedom, and having such power is not going to help black people. Got it.
Commit to each other when we're thinking through, for instance, intimate partnership, that what we can do is sort of do that black thing that we do very well, which is that we can creatively reimagine what it looks like for us to have black love in a world that doesn't want us to have it.
Golly, my inherent white patriarchy must be muddling my brain. Okay, so in intimate partnerships, black people need to creatively reimagine what it looks like to have black love in a world that doesn't want black people to have black love. And this is something that black people do so well. Do what well? Love?
Should premature ejaculation occur, the Joy of Sex album comes equipped with Big Jim Slade. Big Jim, former tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, is outfitted with various whips, chains, and a sexual appetite that will knock your socks off. Big Jim has satisfied women throughout the world, and the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln.
Let's talk Beyonce.
Yes.
When she came out as a feminist, there was some pretty vicious pushback from some black feminists.
I don't want to say that legitimate critique is not valid, right?
Right?
There are legitimate critiques to be had of every artist. She was drawn to feminism because it gave her a language to name some of the things she was going through in her own life. And in 2016, when we got Lemonade, it became really clear why somebody like Beyonce would want to have the sort of arsenal that you get from black feminism, because black feminism helps you think about what happens when you're the most powerful chick in the game, you're married to one of the most powerful dudes, and he still won't treat you right because he is intimidated by your power.
If I understand our speaker here, Beyoncé, lacking any ability prior to 2016 to articulate herself regarding her personal problems, appropriated black feminism as a way to stand up to her husband via her album, Lemonade. It wasn't a marketing tool to spur publicity, controversy, and album sales. It was a way in which to have an epic rap battle with Jay-Z. Got it.
Feminism is the thing that helps you think about that, because I think it's the kind of resource that helps black girls when you're up late at night wondering why your relationship is not working and you don't want to keep on internalizing it as a problem with you.
Feminism helps white girls see that they are not responsible for the dysfunctions in their relationships. And here I thought feminism was a social movement meant to attain equal rights for women. But, okay, regular feminism is merely personal therapy for a damaged self-esteem. So, how is black feminism different?
Black feminism can hold that black girls have hurts and pains that no one else has ever listened to.
What? Black feminism can hold that black girls have hurts and pains that no one has ever listened to. I have absolutely no idea what that means.
What's up, folks? Thanks for watching The Root.
You are quite welcome.
We hope you enjoyed this video and will continue to bring you more that's of interest to you.
Oh, I enjoyed it, I guess. And I cannot wait to see what content you guys have coming.
So leave a comment and make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Oh, do not worry. I am totally subscribed. And these have been my comments. And wow, I have learned so much today about black and white feminism. I learned that white women are racist, and black feminism needs to ignore them. White men are patriarchs, and patriarchy is killing everybody. Black men are not helping black women and need to avoid emulating white men. I learned that Beyoncé had no language with which to express herself in relationship issues until she branded herself a feminist. And I learned that feminism helps white girls avoid being introspective about their relationships, but black feminism involves trauma that no one has ever listened to. Yes, this truly has been a guide to black feminism. Thank you, The Root. It all makes so much sense now. As always, thank you for watching.